a big winner. She won again this week. And again, tonight is huge PGL implications because it's a Wild Wednesday. Yesterday was Minnesota game night. Tonight's Wild Wednesday. Tomorrow's Vikings game day. So it's a back-to-back-to-back huge PGL.
Back.
Yeah,
I was just, letting them know.
That's right.
Kind of
Let
as
the
like
people know.
as a backup. You said it, so then I was backing you up.
Up, like a background singer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that Musco is at $104.60.
Nicely done.
That means that there is a lot of people out and gunning for this minor, the mega, and
I see
the
so
major.
many legends playing.
I mean, there is. It's a star-studded night tonight, and for good reason, because that minor's looking really nice. It's ready to go, but also there's that chance at that mega right now, 51 ball count. So it's looking real nice now, and maybe if you get real lucky, you can get that major in 49 balls and or less, and take home everything
on the board. Why not do it? Why not you? Why not right now?
Exactly.
I think Tony's back out, so I can take back over the controls here.
Back.
Yeah, take me back. Ooh, take me back. Back to my old boy band days. I love being out on tour with the boys, but now that I'm more of a studio hound, I don't know what that means. But let's get into the PGL standings. On the player side of things, getting knocked out. Been there all season long, basically. Yeah. It's Gramps over at Gino's Bar and Grill. Yeah. But another bingo legend jumping back into the standings in 10th place. Previously unranked, it's Fishy24 over at Sherry Sports Saloon with 1,027,000 points. That's right, our entire top 10 is at least in the 1 million point club. With 1,034,000 points over at Meddler's Bar and Restaurant, it's Drumskeet in 9th place. In 8th place, it's Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,140,000 points. But with 1,254,000 points over at the VFW Roseville, it's Nixon sitting in 7th place. In 6th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. But with 1,573,000 points, we got to dive under the sea because it's SpongeBob over at Eagle St. James sitting in 5th place. But, we got a winner.
Oh, and the entire Yags crew just got a win.
Wrapped up.
All of them. And 61 balls there, $104.60. So, nice job, Yags crew there. You were just talking about, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Sitting in 5th place. In 4th place, we've got that bingo, Mount Rushmore player, up there on that bingo mountain. It's Forget UD over at the VFW Austin with 1,585,000 points. With 1,619,000 points, it's over at the Underground Bar and Grill. High Rising Brizo in 3rd place. He always gets the jazz hands.
Oh, yeah.
Always gets the jazz hands.
I mean, deservingly so.
Absolutely. I mean, once you put in the work that Brizo has, you get jazz hands. In 2nd place, it's T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar. I mean, what T-Max 750 has done in the second half of Season X has been so impressive.
I mean,
really big time.
He was at the bottom of that leaderboard there for a long time, and it shot up all the way to 2nd place. I mean, that is huge jumps, a lot of movement happening for T-Max 750. I mean, one of our favorite basketball players there.
Absolutely, yeah, just golden when he was healthy. 1,643,000 points. And then now we have a new member of the 2 million point club.
Oh, yeah.
With 2,034,000 points. They said it couldn't be done, but got it done, devoided over at the Roadside, our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah. It's crazy that, he's been getting all these PGL points all on some random roadside,
Yeah.
Like he took a PG. He took one of
one of our great locations.
Oh, one of our great locations.
Yes.
Sorry. I thought that they were just letting us know that he
plays at a roadside. The state won't allow that.
he's just on the roadside with one of our pilot games iPads, and he's sitting there and he just is.
No, he did not steal an iPad. He's at one of our locations.
He stole one of the pilot TVs as well. He's just sitting there. He's got the TV, the iPad.
That's right. All hooked up to some kind of a generator Gator side of the road. No, that's not how.
No, Roadside is a
Beautiful,
great
beautiful
location. So yeah. And if you're there near Roadside, you can stop in, say hey to Devoided, maybe ask him, get some tricks and tips to get some points there.
Yeah,
so.
He might be able to help you out. He might be doing seminars on Friday nights. I don't know. You'll have to talk to him.
They have him come up on the stand at the Roadside, and he's just there like, all right, so now you want to get in on this PGL action doing this and blah blah blah. And, if there's anybody who knows how to do it. Yeah, it definitely would be Devoided.
Yeah.
We got some location standings for you guys. In 10th place, we have VFW Austin with 4,054,000 points. 9th place, it's Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,190,000 points. 8th place is Rivers Saloon, the second in Lanesboro, 4,287,000 points. 7th place, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,510,000 points. 6th place, it's Neeson's Gaylord with 5,086,000 points. 5th place, it's Moose Lodge Wake Park and St. Cloud with 5,094,000 points. 4th place, it's Cabin Bar Nicolette with 5,289,000 points. 3rd place, it's Beck's Pub and Becker with 5,530,000 points. 2nd place is VFW Northfield with 5,719,000 points. And in 1st place, it's Neighborhood Tavern and Effie with 5,819,000 points.
Nicely done, guys. Those locations, those players have been getting it done all season long. Speaking about who's getting it done all season long, our Wild have been getting it done all season long, and last night was no exception. Cam Talbot made 38 saves, and the Minnesota Wild won their 7th straight game 4-1 against the Edmonton Oilers at Rogers Place on Tuesday.
Yeah, and the Edmonton Oilers,
they're a good team.
Yeah, they were on.
I mean, no match for the Wild. But,
no, 4-1 clearly shows that they have no chance against us. But no, the Edmonton Oilers, where I believe either it was second or maybe close to first. They were very close to first in their conference there.
Yeah,
and they had, I believe it was one more loss and one less win. Obviously that makes sense, but then our Wild's there, and then it was a close matchup. We had to prove that we were better. So and we did.
We dispatched of them quickly.
Yeah. Forget UD from VFW Austin.
Big time player.
One of our Mount Rushmore players. We just talked about him. He is getting a win of $127. With 40 cents there. That was a must-go. He actually would get more if he won that mega.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even more than the 1,000 that you mentioned. We'll try to give that out to one of our players here in this next round. That was game number 10. That means we're getting enrolled in game number 11 of the broadcast. I think this is another one of our lucky 4 games. Let me double check that in Nikki's notes.
Game number 11.
It is. Yeah. So this is a lucky 4 game. You're going to definitely want to be in on this one, in it to win it. We've got that minor sitting at $3,443, 56 balls. We got that major sitting at $5,520. 49 balls. That mega's at $133,449. It's at 51 balls. You got just a little under 2 minutes to get enrolled. You can play up to 36 cards around. It's just $1 card. You're going to want to be in it with all this cash on the line. Well, as we're getting enrolled, we'll finish up our Wild news, but we're going to play tomorrow night. We're going to be playing the Sharks. It's going to be a 9:30 game, so you can almost basically get wrapped up with that Vikings versus the Steelers game and then jump right into that Wild versus the Shark. Be a great night. We're going to be having the Vikings game day broadcast. Of course, tonight is Wild Wednesday, but we love our partnership with the Minnesota Wild. We've got a great E-Tab game called Let's Go Wild. It's at all of your favorite Minnesota bars. If you haven't played it, you're going to love it. If you already played it, you know it. It's great. You love it. So you guys play it all the time. It's always one of the most played games. So anyways, we love our partnership with the Wild. They're having a great season. We, for the most part, think that the reasons for the good season is really us.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've been bringing them a lot of luck.
I mean, guilty by association, really.
I'm guessing. I don't know if it's common conversation in the locker room, but I think that probably the Wild players
the Wilds are always
they're
like, you know,
thank goodness for Pilot.
Did you hear about Pilot Games broadcast the other day?
Oh.
They wish us luck again. That means we have to win it.
That's right. And so you're welcome. But it's our pleasure that we do what we do for you. So, no, we love the Wild. We love our partnership with them. They're great.
I mean, that's exactly why Cam Talbot gets all those saves.
Well, yeah. I'm always sprinkling a little luck dust his way.
Some luck dust.
Yeah.
We have the fishing report here for you guys, and we're heading over to Millie Locks Lake with Millie Locks Lake giving us a really
in-depth
full summary report here of 2 sentences. This is by Outdoors Weekly here, and this was on December 4th, 2021. They said, a thin layer of ice is forming in the bays, waiting for the ice to form on the main lake.
Yeah, and I think that's
that's
the key information that you need to know. I mean, so and here's the thing, guys: if it's thin ice, don't go out there. Safety first. Really, we're all excited about getting out there on the ice and doing some fishing, but you got to be safe. So wait for the right time. We do have balls falling here on Super Lucky Game 11. We got $126 Musco, but we're really looking to give out all 3 of these jackpots. Trying to get this done in 49 balls, but we've got some more jackpots. If that doesn't happen, we have 51 balls and 56 balls. It is a super great game. Just a reminder that when you win this jackpot, any of these jackpots, all these jackpots, none of these jackpots, take a picture of you out there playing with your friends, with your favorite bartender, having a great time. We want to see your smiling face. We want that jackpot message on your iPad, and then we want to show you guys off. So just hashtag Pilot Games, just tag it with that as you post your big win in your photo, and then we'll put it up on the broadcaster. We'll find that out there and we'll put it up there. Or if you want to be a little bit more sly about it, you can message it on Facebook, or you can also email it if you like the email route. Okay. Jackpots@pilotgames.com, and we'll also put it up there. We'll show you off. You guys are our favorite, so we'll show you off. 49 balls. Let's see. Get out the major. Not this time. Okay, we got another shot here. 51 balls. Give out the mega. Nope. All right, we got a few more shots here. 56 balls. It's got to happen before 56.
Could be behind.
It's usually a little behind. Let's see. We doing it here. Come on. Oh, yes! Woo! Ship it over at Pine Island Liquor Store in Pine Island. Winning. $3,458 plus the Musco. That's $126.60. So nicely done shipping.
Wow.
And way to go.
Yeah, that was the longest ball count.
It just sat there.
It sat there at 56.
And I always say it's behind.
Long.
And I think sometimes my co-hosts doubt it, But you didn't. You were a believer.
Oh, I always know it's behind. I mean, especially when it said a 6-ball count, like six balls away for it was a long time. It was a lot of balls for it to be saying that. So then I was like, oh, it's behind. So we'll see if we can get it here.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, that was like the longest ball
count
I've ever seen.
Man,
that was crazy.
Oh man. So we got just a little over 2 minutes left to get enrolled in this next game. We just gave out a boatload of cash to ship it, but I'll tell you what. We've got that mega still sitting out there at 51 balls, so don't go anywhere. Play your 36 cards at $1 a card. You're going to want to be here all the way up till 6 o'clock before we get into that Skull Bingo, and then stick around because we got Skull Bingo. That's over $30,000 on that coverall, and we got other 2 jackpots on that, and then we got Wild Wednesday. It's going to be a huge night. You're not going to want to go anywhere all night long. So it's a super, super exciting. Yeah, that total was $3,584.60 going out to ship it at Pine Island Liquor Store. Pine Island Liquor Store. Great job, guys. Way to go. That was super exciting.
Oh yeah, I mean that got my my heart pumping there.
Yeah, pumping some peanut butter.
Pumping peanut butter. Yeah, we got some Vikings news for you guys here. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers walked out of the Heinz Field in Week 13 with an impressive win over the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, and we always say the Lucky Four. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your whole thing, but we always say it's the Lucky. We talk about the Lucky Four games, and that was one of the Lucky Four games. So it was all what we talk about.
Yeah. we did. That happens on the Lucky
Well,
Four
we
games.
learned it from Professor Tony at Luck U. And then, then those things come to fruition. And that's why we try to be here to give you that kind of information.
Some of us learned it at Lucky U.
Yeah, some went to Lucky State.
Yeah, Lucky U State.
Then there's other people who went to Lucky Tech. I don't even think that's a real college. I don't think it's a real college.
Yeah.
It's
not real.
For Lucky Tech.
we were just talking about the Baltimore Ravens losing to the Steelers. So the Steelers are, they're a little hot coming in this game,
hot.
and we're a little cold coming in this game.
We're angry. That's what we are.
The sports books still don't believe, that they can continue that, which I believe in because there are the Minnesota Vikings are going to end that.
Right.
Right. We're a little bit. I think that we're coming out of this Lions game, this Lions loss, a little mad.
Yeah.
The Lions
angry.
They're not. They've been.
They play close with everybody.
They play close with everybody, so it's nothing to scoff at. But then they always lose at the end. So for us to not be able to pull a win off that, I mean, for us to play close isn't surprising because the Lions always play close.
Right.
But for us not to pull the win off, it's just leaves a bad taste in our mouth. We're looking. There's blood in the water, except for we're the Sharks. So.
That's right. The Steelers are the chum, and we're the Sharks.
Exactly. So the Steelers,
but not the Wild versus the Sharks. Then we're thinking the Wild got the win.
Right.
Yeah.
I technically beat the Sharks. So. But I'm not even going to go into that. I had a trail of thought that was going to go way off. The Steelers open as the 4-point underdogs to the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday night. So the Pittsburgh will travel to Minnesota on a short week and face the Vikings team that just handed the Detroit Lions their first win of the season.
Yeah.
Again, we don't like. Even as personally as a Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah.
I would much rather the Vikings get a win.
Oh.
It means nothing to us to get that win.
No, the only thing
we're going for the first round pick here.
Yeah, as I say, it's bad for both sides. That just moves the Jaguars that much closer to getting the first pick overall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it moves us a little bit farther away from getting that playoff. Getting to the playoffs. So
except for maybe Dan Campbell's happy. I don't know.
Yeah, some of the players are like, woo, we're ruining their playoff chance. Apparently, but
right. I don't know.
It's not a good look. It's okay. We'll come back against the Steelers because Ben Roethlisberger isn't even prepared for this game. I mean, he joked about how he was saying he usually doesn't practice on Thursday, so he's now playing a game.
Normally just does hot yoga probably on Thursday.
Exactly. He's old, a little tight in the knees. So he's got to really stretch it out.
Oh, there we go. We got some winners.
Oh, yeah. It's Player and Skip wins. Players from Tasty Pizza, Hanger 45 in Hilltop, and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale is hosting Skip wins. And they're splitting $55.60.
I wonder if we could land. They got a hangar. I wonder if we could land over at Tasty Pizza with the mothership.
Right, because it's the hangar 54 or 45.
45.
Yeah. I mix those two numbers, but
yeah, it's all right.
It happens. We got the over under for the opening line is 49 points.
You picked under.
I picked under. I don't believe in the Steelers offense. I believe that the Vikings, we're starting to be more consistent with how many points we get these days because our offense is, it's really pumping,
Yeah.
But the Steelers are very wishy-washy team. Some games they'll put up a decent amount of points, and a lot of the games though they won't put up a lot of points. So I think that the Steelers are gonna, really drag this opening line 49, the over/under here down. So I would bet on the down personally.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going over on it. So we'll see who's right. But it's super fun. I'll say this. Did you watch that any of that Patriots Bills game on Monday night?
I did not.
I'll tell you what. The Patriots only passed the ball 3 times in the entire game.
Wow.
And got the win. I mean, I was super impressed with the Patriots offensive line just being able to move and open up holes to keep sustained long run drives, right? Against a very good Bills defense.
Right. How many yards did Leonard Fournette get?
Well, Leonard Fournette plays for the Buccaneers.
Oh, that was totally wrong. Wow.
Yeah.
That shows you that I don't pay very much attention to the NFL. But yeah, we.
Well, it is what it is.
Who's the running back for the Patriots?
I have to pull up that name. I think it's Harrison. Is it Harrison? I think, or Harris. Anyways, yeah, I think he's new. I think he's a rookie for the Patriots. Because they used to have Sony Michel, and Sony Michel's now with the LA Rams. They traded him during the season. We're just seconds away here from game 13 right here of the broadcast, lucky game 13. But we love our partnership with the Minnesota Vikings. We have a great ETAB game with them called Vikings Victory. We'll be playing some of our Vikings Victory tournament game tomorrow night during that Vikings game day broadcast. But that ETAB Vikings Victory is super fun. It's you pick a letter in the Skull bonus and you win big prizes. So yeah, watch. You gotta play some of that if you've never played it. One of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Definitely. It's a great game. We have a $44.80 Musco there. That's pretty nice. That Mega there is still sitting pretty. I wish we had like the money count for when the ball count would go up. We do have that ball count, so we know it's going to shoot up to 53 balls there.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And then after 53, it goes up to 55. It's a way to keep track of that ball count, but I'm not sure when exactly it shoots up.
It'll be at 140.
140. So
yeah.
we got a marker there.
Every
10,000. Okay. Now I know.
Yep.
You know, the more you guys know. So once we get to that 140 mark, we're going to shoot up to 53 balls. So we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, we got a great cereal out there playing Cocoa Puff. Yeah, good to have Cocoa Puff in. Yeah.
I also see that we have animals out there as well with rink rat.
Right. Probably a rat that lives in a hockey rink.
Yeah.
You just rode the diamond drop.
The chair likes to drop sometimes. It's already happened once this broadcast. You were talking and so then I was like just slowly dropping on the side of it.
Well, it's fun all around for everyone around here. We like to keep it light and airy here on the mothership. But yeah, we're looking forward to that game. We should talk about these standings. The players, they're out here and they're going, hey, man, we're playing Jackpot Hunter. Why don't you talk about who's the top 10 in this? And I think we should just go ahead and dive into it.
Oh, yeah, we should. 100% because...
before we get into that?
Right before we do.
Got Kelly Dan over at Jimmy's Food and Drink in Vandal Heights, taking home that Musco, $44.80. I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but it looked like you were dealing with some stuff.
I was burping. I was trying to hold it back so I wouldn't just burp into my mic right there.
That's not what the people want.
Yeah.
So yeah, good job. That's why you're a professional.
Yeah, I was. I learned certain skills. Here on the podcast.
Got a certain set of skills. It's just to hearing about. You could take a plot of any movie. And if you just read off the plot, like none of it would you go, I want to go see that movie. It's like Liam Neeson, right?
Really?
Like Liam Neeson, every one of his movies is the same movie.
I gotta believe there's actually quite a few movies that if you read off the plot, you would want to go see it.
And those ones are the ones that they're probably not that good.
Well, I guess if you said it in a lackluster way, you could make that about any movie.
Well, yeah, and I'm saying you really, really generalize the plot. Yeah. Sure, I can make it sound really good, like Star Wars. I can make it sound really good, like Talking Frog convinces young man to kill his father. Yeah, I'm going to want to go see that,
exactly.
right? And so, Star Wars can sound great even in the real.
Yeah, and you really dumbed it down there, and I'm still going. I really want to see it, and I would have very much enjoyed seeing it.
Exactly,
so.
but
Although probably for the whole movie, I'd be like, "Where's this frog? And where is he? What is he teaching him? You know?"
Right, but like Liam Neeson, like you think, "Oh, I've seen one, I've seen them all," because it's the same plot every time. But then when he makes that phone call and he's like, "I have a certain set of skills," you're like, "Yes, I got to see this."
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a funny phenomenon.
I don't know where it's all going here. What I'm saying, but
in the Jackpot Hunter player standing sides of things, we got some interesting stuff happening. 10th place, we have a 3-way tie with Bobo from Corner Bar Godillo, Player from Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni from Bleachers, all with 20,000 points. And there used to be a 4-way tie. Michelob used to be with those three, but Michelob said, No, I'm moving on. I can't, be a part of this little charade. This little charade you three got going on. And so he left to get into a tie with Jim Rock. So there's a 2-way tie in 8th place. Michelob is from Neeson's Gaylord, and Jim Rocks is from American Legion Stillwater, both with 21,000 points, because that's how ties work. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they are tied up, and it was funny because yesterday we talked about how Jim Rocks looked a little lonely because there was a 4-way tie. And
I'm so lonely.
There was a 4-way tie right above him and a 2-way tie right, or I guess a 4-way tie right below him and a 2-way tie right above of him.
Yes,
and
correct.
We were like, oh man, he looks so lonely there, the only person in that 8th place spot. But now he has a friend.
I'm glad to see him get a friend.
Yeah,
she did a good job of making sure that Jim Rocks was not lonely anymore.
Exactly. And in 6th place, we have that 2-way tie I was just referencing. Lula Finn from American Legion Jacoby and Pee Wee from TJ's Tavern on and off sale with 22,000 points. The two of them. 5th place, it's Curtis J from Crunchy Lounge with 27,000 points. And 4th place, it's One Away from American Legion Rice, 30,000 points. 3rd place, it's Wolfstein from Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, 32,000 points. 2nd place, though, it's Bull from Corner Bar Godillo with 33,000 points. And then we've been seeing the Yags crew get a win out there. And we got Yags 370, so one of the Yags crew there from Riverboat Depot with 51,000 points in the 1st place spot there in that Jackpot Hunter standings. Yags 370 has been, absolutely dominating. He's the only one in that 50,000 point club. So we'll see if Bowl or Wolfstein, who's been playing a lot, can reel him in.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Yags 370 doing it for the 2nd season in a row, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, now done it 2 seasons in a row. So nicely done. All of those players, they've been crushing it out there. Falling out of our location standings, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. They had been out, jumped in yesterday, back out because Heidi's Bar in Sedan got another win, now with 41,000 points. With 42,000 points over in Akeley, it's Municipal Liquor Store in 9th place. In 8th place, jumping up one spot, it's Neeson's Gaylord with 43,000 points, but we'll wait on that.
Oh, yeah, it's O'Smalley from Neighbors Pub Dover getting $31.60. Nice job, O'Smalley, at a 62 ball count there.
Yeah, nicely done. Well, let's jump into the 50,000 point club in 7th place. It's American Legion Shakopee with 53,000 points. 54,000 points, it's Season 8 champion over in Coon Rapids, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in 6th place. 5th place is American Legion Rice with 78,000 points. With 79,000 points, it's Pappy's Cafe in Coon Rapids in 4th place. In 2nd place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's the reigning champions Riverboat Depot in Sartell and Corner Bar Goodhue, number 1 in the other in our Viking standings, our Twiking standings, and tied for 2nd place in these standings with 72,000 points. With 80,000 points, we've got our number 1 location, the only member of the 75,000 point club, Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yep. Definitely some crazy stuff there, but we have some celebrity birthdays for you guys.
Some good ones.
Yeah, 1765, it's Eli Whitney. inventor of the cotton gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably learned that in your history class.
Exactly, I did. And the reason why you're saying that right now, he's not just reading my mind. I said it to him in the earlier broadcast.
You're like an open book to me, my friend.
Yeah, the cotton gin is, for some reason, is one of those things that I think a lot of times in history classes they just make sure to highlight it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think it was because it was the start of in Industrial Revolution, maybe, or something
I think
like
it's
that.
one of those first things. And that, there it is. But born in big time entertainer.
At least in America. Sorry, there is a big distinction between the Industrial Revolution in Europe and America, because I think it was a little bit delayed between the technology reaching America.
Yeah, we were a little behind on
Yeah,
that.
I don't know why I had to go over that, but I felt like I needed to say.
You're
things
America's
like
truth broker. That's why.
So.
A great entertainer. Born in 1925, Sammy Davis Jr. He's a vaudeville, stage, and screen singer. He did The Candyman. He's a dancer. He's an actor. Ocean's 11. He's one of those Rat Pack guys. It's like Frank Sinatra and all those guys. Sammy Davis Jr. I just picture all those guys with a scotch in one hand, a cigarette in the other, and they're hanging out in Vegas, and they're the coolest guys in town. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So that's Sammy Davis.
I like that. I like that mental image of Sammy Davis Jr. Even though I have no idea who he is.
I'm gonna have to show you a picture.
I've seen Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't say it, but 1933 though, we have Flip Wilson, actor and comedian. He had the Flip Wilson show.
Super funny guy. Flip Wilson. Yeah, super funny. Super talented singer-songwriter coming up next. He's born in 1943, Jim Morrison. Of course, the lead singer for The Doors. He was also a poet. Super talented guy.
1953 here, we got Kim Basinger, actress.
I was wondering, what was Kim Basinger in? I know the name Kim Basinger, but I can't picture what she's in. I'm gonna look up here real quick.
We're gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna pull like Ian always does this. Always looks up what the people do. Give the people what they want. Let's see.
There we go. Kim Basinger.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely recognize her.
I have seen her in quite a bit of movies.
She was in 9.5 Weeks, L.A. Confidential.
She was
Batman.
in Batman, 8 Mile.
Yeah, I think she was the mom in 8 Mile. I think she was Eminem's mom. Never Say Never. She's in a Bond movie. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Final Analysis. The Natural. Okay. Yep. Some huge movies.
My Stepmother's an Alien.
Yeah, brilliant film.
Great stuff.
Yeah, Kim Basinger, talented actress.
1953, we have another, same day, same year.
Yeah, another super talented entertainer, Sam Kinison, the screaming comedian and actor. Was in Back to School and Charlie Hoover.
Oh, our favorite Wendy's treat here, Frosty from Broadway Pizza, Maple Grove, getting another win of the night. $38.60 going over to Frosty.
Nicely done, Frosty, the Wendy's treat. So anyways, Sam Kinison, super, I think he passed away, but super inappropriate comedian that was super funny and did a lot of screaming. So.
I like how you always mentioned he was very inappropriate.
Oh,
just maybe as a pre-warning to people.
Yeah, if you're gonna dive into some Sam Kinison, it's if you're easily offended, you might get offended.
Yeah. 1962 here. It's Steve Elkington. Was a golfer. He was a PGA champion. He was in a PGA championship.
Won the PGA championship, I think, in 1995.
Okay, that makes more sense. And he won 10 PGA Tour titles.
Nice.
So, cool stuff.
Got another big-time actress, born in 1964, Terry Hatcher. Of course, she was in a great TV series about Superman years ago. Lois and Clark. She was Lois Lane in that. Lois Lane. Yeah, Lois and Clark. You're looking like I wasn't. No. I know what Lois Lane's name is. Yeah. So anyway, Desperate, and then she's also in Desperate Housewives, another huge TV series. She's in one of the most iconic Seinfeld episodes of all time. Yeah.
Yeah. But she wasn't Lois and Clark. She was in that.
She was in that. Great show. Great show.
It's 1964. Terry Hatcher there, and 1966. It's Sinead O'Connor. You would know her, right?
Yeah, she's a big time singer. Well, really, at least one big hit. Nikki knows more about music than I do, but
nothing compares to you.
Nothing compares.
Well, if we looked her up, we could see if she has other songs that are famous.
Yeah, this is the only one that I can think of, but it's the only one listed here on the thing. But yeah, super famous singer. I think she's Irish. I think she's from Ireland.
That would make sense to me. Irish singer-songwriter. That's the first thing that popped up.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, and she was famous for, at one point at least, for having shaved her head.
Yeah.
So
I see Nothing Compares to You. Nothing Compares to You.
This is the day. Mandinka.
Oh yeah. I don't know. There you go. Well, happy birthday, Mrs. O'Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 1967 though.
Yeah, Jeff George, NFL quarterback, kind of the old school version of what you young kids would know about Jay Cutler. Kind of that, kind of always an attitude problem, big-armed guy that everyone thought, always thinking he's going to be like the next superstar, but never quite puts it all together. Just a really good football player, but not quite the top of the pack. Long time for Indianapolis Colts. They're starting quarterback.
Yeah. And we got 1981, more of a solid top player there, and it was always really great off the field. Yeah, just a good person. Phillip Rivers, NFL quarterback. We'll see if he can get into the Hall of Fame.
He's right on that cusp.
Right.
Yeah.
He is definitely on that cusp, and it does help that he was a really good person off the field.
Yeah.
So you kind of everybody's rooting for him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah. No, I think to me he's a lot like an Eli Manning. Like they're like very loud. Like they were drafted the same year and even flipped locations after the draft,
Yeah.
And they had very equal kind of careers. Eli just has 2 Super Bowl wins against Tom Brady, and he's also a Manning, and Phillip Rivers is not.
Yeah.
But very similar careers.
Eli Manning is in the Hall of Fame?
No, not yet. I don't think they have enough time away from the game yet.
Oh, okay.
I would guess Eli gets in because of the 2 Super Bowl wins. But Phillip Rivers, great quarterback, probably statistically better than Eli, I would guess.
Yeah.
But I'd have to look at that. Anyways, another really popular entertainer, born in 1982, Nicki Minaj. She's a rapper and singer. She's got popular songs called Super Bass and Starships.
1985. Dwight Howard, NBA center,
big time player.
Yeah, dominant for a really quite a big stretch there for a long time.
Hat trick.
Wow. Our favorite, Wendy's Treat, getting another win.
Yeah.
Frosty from Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, getting $33. I mean, Frosty really killing it right now.
Yeah, isn't it the whole movie about Frosty the Snowman, about him with his hat? It's the magic. I don't know what was in that magic hat.
Yeah.
And he just got the hat trick.
Right. And there's the guy that's trying to steal it the whole time.
Yeah.
And then,
like Snidely Whiplash kind of a guy. I don't know if that's his name.
He, like in Wacky Racers, that sort of guy there.
That's Snidely Whiplash. That's Snidely Whiplash, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in the Wacky Racers,
If you've seen Wacky Races, you know what we're talking about.
Oh, one of the great cartoons of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Hanna-Barbera, great animated shows, the Wacky Racers, yeah.
I can't as a kid, we used to, even though they were like not really playing those shows anymore, we ended up watching them.
Because I bought a bunch of the Hanna-Barbera, like, CDs, like the DVDs, stuff like that. Yeah. So
It's great stuff. But yeah, the Timberwolves though, we were going from Dwight an NBA center to NBA news here with the Timberwolves news.
Great lead-in.
We are 11-13 on the season, so not so great, but we're getting there. We're
kind of right around that 500 kind of team.
Right. And we kind of play like that too. It's weird when we'll win, and it's weird when we won't win, because we have a lot of young players, a lot of young talent on the team. We also have some, more experienced players, so it's kind of, just this mix of whether we're really on our A game or not. But the Hawks won 121 to us 110. The Wolves just can't quite overcome lackluster defense in a battle between two teams dealing with several injuries. Atlanta's depth ultimately won out, though. It's clear that the Wolves do not have a huge margin for error, and the absences of D'Angelo Russell and Patrick Beverley in particular were killers tonight against Trae Young. So
yeah. Well, hopefully we can right the ship tonight. We're taking on the Jazz.
Yeah, that's at 7 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, so just an hour after we get off air, at the exact same time that tip-off will be occurring, that we jump into the ICE studios. Ian and I will be coming at you guys from the illustrious ICE studios. We'll have Nikki on the headset. We'll have a great studio audience, and Larry will be here filming like always. But yeah, it's going to be a great broadcast, and we'll be keeping you guys updated on what's happening with our Timberwolves and the Jazz. Looking forward to that. I really enjoy this young fun team.
Yeah, no, it is it is a great time watching the Timberwolves, especially with Ant.
Ant's super fun.
Yeah, Ant is a lot of fun to watch, and Cat is also is kind of fun to watch too. But he's out right now.
Yeah,
I think so. Still,
I think he came back this last game. I think that
he did. He ended up coming back.
Yeah, I think so.
That's good news. I knew that he went down for one of his dunks.
Yeah, he landed on his tailbone, which that was scary.
Yeah, that's a large man landing on his own tailbone.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can't even understand until you see them in a picture with like a normal-sized human, like how big some of those NBA players are.
Oh yeah, I mean just.
They're ginormous people.
They're huge, and especially when you're talking about an NBA center, just a massive human being. I'm not sure how tall Cat is, but I gotta believe he's a 7-footer, or at least really close to that.
Well, now that you got Shaq doing like commercials, and he ends up in commercials with like normal sized people, you just kind of go, wow.
You get a little bit of a comparison of how large of a human being he was.
The thing about Shaq was he looked large even on the NBA court.
Right.
But those were other ginormous people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now we have a lot of NBA centers that are comparable in size to him. Yeah. I mean, we have Joel Embiid, who's a very large person, and Cat's very large. I mean, both those two go head-to-head all the time. They kind of have a beef going. But they're
do they have a beef?
Yeah, they do. They always get intense when they play each other.
Yeah. Well, that's super fun. Big-time stars getting after it, trying to win games. Well, we're building up these jackpots. That mega still sitting out there at 51 balls, over $133,000. Let's jump into these Twiking Zone standings real quick. On the player side of things, in 10th place, we got Kick It over at Bleachers. But before I get too far in,
it's
57 balls. It's pretty early.
It's not Lenny, but it's Lonnie.
Lonnie, yeah.
Lonnie from Archie's Bar in Morristown.
Yeah,
$30.60.
Correct. American Street Broker. Yeah, I think I just said 10th place. It's Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points here in the Twiking Zone. With 166,000 points, it's our mother over at the VFW North St. Paul, Joni, in 9th place. 8th place, it's Puts over at the Red Fox Tavern with 185,000 points. Jump into the 200,000 point club with 209,000 points over at the VFW Spring Lake Park. It's Loser Dave in 7th place. In 6th place, we got the reigning champion bingo wizard herself, Elsa, over at Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points, with 232,000 points over the VFW. Blaine and Scrub-Eye in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 254,000. did a little dyslexia, 1,000 points. With 256,000 points over at the Shortstop Tavern, it's SMS in third place. In second place, we got Lucky Tim over at American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points. Then we jump into the 300,000 point club. Only one player there. It's our number one player in the entire state of Minnesota, Not Lucky, at the Corner Bar in Goodhue with 347,000 points.
Yeah, Not Lucky getting a couple wins early on in an earlier broadcast, but yeah, we have a top 10 for your location side of things. Hog's Breath and Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada got knocked out of the top 10, but taking their spot is 10th place, our place on third in Faribault. 226,000 points for them. 9th place is Bittaker Sports Hub in La Crescent with 255,000 points. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, 273,000 points. 7th place, it's Lakefront Bar in the Center with 283,000 points. 6th place, it's American Legion Fridley with 375,000 points in that 300,000 point club there. 5th place, it's Mayville Lounge the second with 393,000 points, almost out of that 300,000 point club into the 400,000 point club. And speaking of into the 400,000 point club, 4th place, it's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 403,000 points. 3rd place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 427,000 points. And not in our 500,000 point club, but in our 600,000 point club, it's second place spot VFW Spring Lake Park with 651,000 points, and in that first place spot, it's Corner Bar Goodhue with 669,000 points. We had a lot of players from Corner Bar Goodhue getting wins earlier on that Vikings bingo broadcast. So we might see a little bit more of a separation from Corner Bar Goodhue and VFW Spring Lake Park, because those two have been making switches all the time. I mean, last week VFW Spring Lake Park was in first place. Or not last week. I think yesterday, or a day. I'm not sure when they made the switch, but Corner Bar Goodhue did pass up them.
Yes,
recently,
it was
very recently.
So Corner Bar and Goodhue was in first place on Monday, I think. Then VFW Spring Lake Park was in first place on Tuesday.
And then now Corner Bar Goodhue. Yeah, there has been quite a few shakeups. That's why it's confusing my brain here. But yeah, they switch like all the time there, and so we'll see if after Corner Bar Goodhue got a lot of wins there, we'll see if they can make a separation.
Yeah, we'll see. We got balls falling here. It's game number 18 of the broadcast. We like to do each and every broadcast the hardest to pronounce Minnesota town names, and today's no different. We've got one. You want to give it a shot?
New Prague.
New Prague. Let's see. The common mispronunciation is New Prague.
Oh,
okay.
So I could be.
But the actual pronunciation is New Prague. So you were kind of close.
No ooh.
No ooh. Just take the ooh off there.
New Prague.
Yeah, the town rhymes with bag. So Prague. Yeah.
I should have known that. I don't know why I added the ooh at the end, because I know
the UE is silent.
Like
yeah.
Well, yeah. I was so close to victory.
And then they say, and while we're on the topic, if you are from out of town, stop asking Minnesotans to say bag for you. It's rude.
Oh, I wouldn't have
even thought of that. I don't know what that reference to. But that's what they said.
Do they say bog all the time?
I don't know how they say it. That must be a thing. Like that people want to hear people from Minnesota saying bag.
Hey, say bag for me, man. Say bag.
I can't imagine ever doing that to someone.
I don't think I've ever heard somebody ask Minnesotans or like ever even heard anything in reference to that.
No, Minnesotans, I'm sorry that kind of trauma has happened in your life.
Yeah.
But here we go. We got KD Inc. Over at VFW Brooklyn Park taking that win of $29.80. It's kind of cool to have a basketball celebrity. And those basketball guys are always a brand. Yeah. They're always a brand.
Yeah. He's got his whole entire brand in Brooklyn Park there. So
nicely done.
Yeah.
And now he's, he's already a rich guy, but now he's even a little richer, $29.80.
So. A little bit richer for all of his millions he's earning from the NBA and his brand.
Right.
Yeah. We have player standings for Jackpot Hunter here. We went over them. I felt like
I did. You did players last time. I did.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I'll do players.
This is your show.
This is my bag.
Yeah. This is your bag.
All right. In 10th place, we got
bog. I don't know how they mispronounce it, but that's how I think they mispronounce it.
Okay. We'll have to check on this now. Now I'm totally interested.
Yeah.
I'm in Minnesota. In 10th place, we've got a three-way tie between Bobo at Corner Bar, Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza, Maple Grove, Joni at Bleachers, all with 20,000 points. In 8th place, we got a two-way tie between Michelob at Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater, 21,000 points. 22,000 points, we got another tie in 6th place. Lula Finn, American Legion Shakopee, and Pee Wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. Then we jump into the 25,000 point club. It's 5th place. It's Spicy Curtis with a J over at the Country Lounge with 27,000 points. With 30,000 points over at American Legion Rice, it's one away in 4th place. 3rd place, Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points over at Corner Bar Goodhue, it's Bowl in 2nd place. Coming into today, our number one player, the only player into the 50,000 point club, it's Yags 370 in Riverboat Depot with 51,000 points.
Yeah, crazy stuff. We got some location things for you guys. Getting knocked out of that top 10, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 40,000 points there. One win away there from being tied in that 10th place spot. But Titan Sports Saloon, not quite there. 10th place, though, it's Heidi's Bar in Sedan with 41,000 points. 9th place, it's Municipal Liquor Store at Akeley, 42,000 points. They were in 8th place. They're now in 9th place. Who's in 8th place? Oh, it's Neeson's Gaylord with 43,000 points. And we are already jumping into our 50,000 point club here.
Oh, wow.
7th place, it's American Legion Shakopee with 53,000 points. 6th place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, 54,000 points. 5th place, it's American Legion Rice with 68,000 points. 4th place is Poppy's Cafe the second in Coon Rapids with 69,000 points. 2nd place, it's Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 72,000 points. But also in 2nd place, it's Corner Bar Goodhue with 72,000 points. Both of them in that 2nd place spot. Riverboat Depot was in 3rd place, now has tied Country Corner Bar in Goodhue. 1st place, it's Country Lounge in St. Paul with 80,000 points, the only location in that 75K point club.
Well, this is the 19th game of 23 games of the broadcast. We got a $35.20 Musco prize, a $374 minor at 50 balls because we did give out a minor jackpot earlier in the broadcast. Then we've got a major sitting at $5,830.40 with a 49 balls or less. And then, of course, that mega sitting out there at $133,839.20. It's at 51 balls. So, we got some great prizes sitting here in this game number 19 of the broadcast. As balls are falling here, we got some big time players like Trixie and Suka, Bobo, H22, O'Smalley, Chicken Man, Uncle Louie, Crab Pants, Steve out there doing Steve stuff. We got Baxter over at Ditto's Bar, and we got all kinds of folks out there getting after it. We're at 50 balls. Can anyone get this $51 or 51 ball mega? No, not this time around. That means we're going to that Musco of $35.20. Over at Tootsie's is getting after it.
Nice job. We couldn't quite give out any of the jackpots there, but we're still looking for that mega. It's a bear from Camp Bar in St. Paul with $35.20 going out to Bear.
We're going to take a short break here for game number 20 of the broadcast. Then we'll be right back with you for the last few games.
See you guys in a second.
Hey guys, and giving out jackpots is the name of the game, and we've given out 19 during this week. 387 for this season X, trying to make it into that 400 jackpot range to finish off season X, because we only got one more month left.
I can't believe we're already there, but Friday did not disappoint. On Friday, we started off the day with Cruiser 7 over at Ray J's Woodbury, winning $795. But it didn't slow down there. We had Shmee over at Hollydale, 3-in-1, winning $1,850. But that wasn't the end of Friday.
No, it was not the end of Friday, as we also had IBS over at McGillicuddy's Cubbies.
I think it's just like McGillicuddy's.
McGillicuddy's.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Winning $670 on that jackpot. But then I actually was able to give out this jackpot out to Bruno to end off the Friday over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove. It was me and Cup of Joe Jordy, and we were able to give out $28,727 out to him.
Nice job, Bruno, and all of our winners, but we weren't done just on Friday. We took a little short rest on Saturday and came back strong on Sunday because we had Flippy over at Otter Tail Supper Club. I feel like that's really fitting. Won $4,832. Then $1,092 going out to MKW at Blasco's Embassy Bar, finishing off our weekend with great 6 jackpots this weekend alone.
Oh yeah, well definitely make sure you're playing all of our live bingo. We get started right at 12 o'clock and we end right at 10 o'clock, and so make sure you're playing all those fun games. Even the ETAB games have a lot to offer as well. And remember, when you're playing Pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys,
hey.
How are we doing? It looks like our broadcaster froze up on us a little bit here. I'm going to try to get that fixed while you could talk about this day in history a little bit.
This day in history on December 8th, 1940. The Chicago Bears trounce the Washington Redskins, now known as the Washington Football Team, in the National Football League NFL championship by a score of 73-0. The largest margin of defeat in NFL history. The Bears, coached by George Halas, brought a 6-2 record to their regular season meeting with the Redskins in Washington on November 17, 1940. After Chicago lost 3-7, the Redskins owner George Preston Marshall told reporters that Halas and his team were quitters and crybabies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. Hallis used Marshall's words to galvanize his players, and the Bears scored 78 points in their next 2 games to set up a showdown with the Redskins in the league's championship game on December 8th, also in Washington. And wow, they ended up winning 73-0 after Hallis said they were quitters and crybabies.
Wow.
That's a real motivator right there.
Yeah, that worked. The tactic worked. I mean, it's amazing. Such a low-scoring game, right? 3-7 the first time they played, right? And then coming out later that year in the championship game and winning 78-0.
73-0.
73. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
73-0. So there you go. They had scored 78 points the next 2 games.
Yeah.
But not even close to then. They just, in one game, and not giving up any points, scoring 73 points. So that's quite impressive. We are rolling here in game number 20 of the broadcast course. We've got a total of, that was game 20 that Sam won over at American Legion Deer River, $24.20 Musco. This is game 21. We've got game 22 and 23 after this still left in the broadcast. Been a super fun day. We got to broadcast that Vikings bingo together, and I was here. I was on the production side for the Cup of Joe with you and Jordy, and then now we've got this great 2 hours of Jackpot Hunter. I'm going to be back with Ian for the Wild Wednesday. It's been an awesome Wednesday, so really great hanging out with you guys all day long.
Oh yeah.
And we've been having a great week. We had a huge Bingo Palooza Tuesday yesterday with all kinds of winning, 6 jackpots on the day. Super, super fun. We did give out jackpot earlier in this broadcast. We had a minor go out on lucky game 11. It was lucky game 11 because it was one of our lucky 4 games. It went out to Ship It over at Pine Island Liquor Store, $3,584. It was a really great one. And we're working on trying to give out this mega jackpot here. Try to finish off the show right with that going out. We gave out a major and a minor together on Friday's Jackpot Hunter $1 in 51 balls, so it can happen super easy. Oh, great! I love you as a band. You're doing a great job.
It's Yes from Shady's Railside in Rice getting $28. Yes.
Or the movie, isn't that the movie, The Yes Man, with Jim Carrey? Yeah. He had to say yes to everything. But yeah, there was a band called Yes. I'm trying to think of some of their hits. I'm going to look that up real quick. Probably Nikki could just say them right off the top of her head. She's just a Wikipedia worth of information about music, but
owner of a lonely heart. Yeah, that's a good one.
Love Will Find a Way, another great one. Your Move, just so many great hits by Yes.
Really?
Super great stuff. That's gonna put me on a Yes Essentials on my Apple Music. That's what that's gonna send me to after this. But so. We've got a great 2 more games of the broadcast here before we go off air and we start playing some Skull Bingo. Like I say, we're trying to give away this mega jackpot, $133,927. You just have to do it in 51 balls, so that's doable. You got just over a minute left to get enrolled in this next game. So make sure you get enrolled. Make sure you push play. You can play up to 36 cards around, just $1 a card. Well, you know what? Maybe since it's a big PGL night, maybe let's go over those PGL standings. We haven't done that a second time yet. So we can jump into those PGL standings. I think I did players first time around. So
yes,
you want to jump into the player side of things?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to because these player standings are always a boatload of fun here. Mm-hmm. Getting knocked out of the top 10, it's Gramps.
Makes me sad.
Bar and Grill, Gramps, you got to head back to the retirement home.
Maybe Gramps can get back in tonight.
Yeah, he could. Gramps could get back in tonight. So we'll see. Gramps was in 10th place. Now in 10th place, it is Fishy24.
We love
She's
Fishy
one of
24.
our top players. Definitely a lot of fun. Share Sports with Loon with 1 milli 1,227,000 points for Fishy24.
Yeah.
9th place, it's Drumski from Mettler's Bar and Restaurant with 1,034,000 points. 8th place, it's Wet Santa from Duffy's Bar and Grill, 1,140,000 points. 7th place, it's Nixon from VFW Roseville, 1,254,000 points. 6th place, it's Sloppy from Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. 5th place, it's SpongeBob from Eagle St. James with 1,573,000 points. 4th place, it's Forget UD from VFW Austin, 1,585,000 points. 3rd place, it's Brizo from Underground Bar and Grill, 1,690,000 points. 2nd place, it's T-Max 750 with Howie's Corner Bar, 1,643,000 points. 1st place is Devoided from Roadside, 2,034,000 points. That is the first player in our 2 milli point club. It's crazy stuff there.
It really is. Great job, Devoided. Just really, really great season for all of those top 10 and even some that are just outside that top 10. Really done just a fantastic job compiling a lot of points. Well, on the location side of things, in 10th place, we got VFW Austin. Has, just a boatload of celebrity players playing over there with 4,054,000 points. With 4,190,000 points over in Mankato, it's Underground Bar and Grill in 9th place. 8th place is Root River Saloon in Lanesboro with 4,287,000 points. With 4,510,000 points over in St. Cloud, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in 7th place. But we're going to jump out of the 4 million point club into the 5 million point club. In 6th place, it's Neeson's Gaylord over there with 5,086,000 points. But with 5,094,000 points over in St. Cloud, it's Moose Lodge Waite Park in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 5,289,000 points. But with 5,530,000 points over in Becker, it's Beck's Pub in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,719,000 points. But with 5,819,000 points over in Effie, it's Neighborhood Tavern in 1st place. That's right, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota. Way to go, guys. You're crushing it. Well, we're at 62 balls drawn here, trying to give out this must-go prize of $34.80. It's going out now to Numsy over at Municipal Liquor Store in La Center. Nice job, Numsy. Yeah, there you go. I like that name. I think it's a fun name.
It doesn't remind you of Mumsy?
Yeah.
Mumsy, I believe. Actually, I think Mumsy was a stuffed animal from a movie. But
really, was it? Okay.
Yeah, either
like
that
a scary
or something
movie,
else. No. It was kind of a weird movie, but
okay.
the one that I'm thinking of at least.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but yeah. Just over 2 minutes to get enrolled in our final game of the broadcast. Our final game of the broadcast. We got a lot of things on the line. We're still on the hunt to give out this mega jackpot here before we get off the broadcast. So let's go ahead and do it on the last game of this broadcast right here, right now. Why not you? Why not now? Let's make it happen. Let's make this magic together, guys. So you got to believe in believing. Are you a believer in believing?
I believe in believing in believers.
Okay. Believe in believers. I mean, it's a simple philosophy. So we're going to do that for the rest of the broadcast and hopefully give out a boatload of cash here in this final game. We've already had one big jackpot winner out there. It was Ship It over at the Pine Island Liquor Store. That was super fun giving that out. So we don't want to end the fun with that. We want to give out a boatload more right here, right now. So anyways, any thoughts about going into the last game of the broadcast?
Yeah, I think that we have, we have really good odds. We shored up our offensive power here for, getting jackpots.
Any adjustments here before? You got just under a minute left.
Yeah,
any adjustments we need to make?
Any adjustments? I think that a lot of our players that have been haven't been seeing that much time. Getting in on those jackpots. We're gonna try and get them some time. Get them some luck. Let them jump in and get some jackpots.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Here in this final game.
I'm gonna fast track some luck out to him. Here we go, guys. Before this game. There you go. Luck. All day, all out there.
I mean, that was the most rapid fire and in a massive amount of luck that was given out there. Yeah. I mean, That was crazy, and I know
Maybe
that you guys
most of
all
Luck
have
history.
really. The only reason why I wouldn't have just like stopped you there was because I know that they have a really good fast reaction time there, so they'll catch all of it. You know, it was really easy for them to catch it, honestly. But other than that, if I didn't know they were all super athletes out there, I would have stopped you. That was crazy fast.
It was. I got inspired. But as we're getting in this last game and balls are starting to fall here with B10 on this last game of the broadcast, we better get into the most important thing of our broadcast always, and that is our charity spotlight.
Yes, this time we're spotlighting the Governors Performing Arts Association in M. Peters. The Governors Drum and Bugle Corps is a competitive performing arts organization from St. Peter, Minnesota. The Corps has entertained crowds across the country since 1927 as the oldest continuously competing drum and bugle corps in North America.
Yeah. No, it's really cool stuff. I mean, that they've been competing since 1927. Super impressive.
Yeah.
It really is cool stuff. And if you want to support the Governor's Drum and Bugle Corps, just go over to Patrick's on 3rd. It's a super easy way to do it. They invite you down on Tuesday nights for trivia. It's hosted by Church of Trivia, and it's live at 7 p.m. So you can be playing a little bit of Minnesota Game Night while you're answering trivia questions, so you can have all kinds of fun stuff going on at the same time on a Tuesday night. They also have drum corps pizzas, so that sounds great, named after the drum corps they support. So really cool stuff. Well, we're at 45 balls drawn, still working through our last game of the broadcast. I'm just going to go ahead and start saying thank yous. Thank you for all you players being out there for the last 2 hours, hanging out with us. We've enjoyed it. We've given out a jackpot. Let's see if we give out another jackpot right here. Not this time around. It's going to grow and roll to tomorrow. You'll get a chance at some more Jackpot Hunter $1 card edition. That mega still out there, so you're definitely going to want to be here or be square, but it's going to be a great one. Thanks to all of our studio audience, Larry, the film guy, all the security staff here on the mothership, all the muckety-mucks with their scrambled eggs on their hats. Going to thank Nikki out there keeping us on the straight and narrow. Well, she kind of let us go off the rails a little bit tonight. But good job out there, Nikki. Thanks for being my co-host, and we got a winner.
Yeah, it's
Terrell Owens. It's good to have Terrell Owens out there playing with us. It's his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Or is that a 0?
I think it's an O.
Yeah.
T.O.
Well, T.O. is from George's of Geneva, Geneva, with $45.80 going over to T.O.
Yeah, nicely done. We had a ball hanging out with you guys. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. We just a couple minutes away from you guys getting into some Skull Bingo. I'm going to be back in just 1 hour to have some not Vikings game day. We're going to have a Wild Wednesday. We're going to jump into those ice studios. Ian and I are going to be here with you guys hanging out, and it's going to be a great one. But thanks for broadcasting several shows with me today. You did a great job.
I mean, I love broadcasting with you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
So you want to tell our folks anything before we jump off air?
Yeah. When you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, good luck.
Tie in 6th place. It's Carbonis beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish because we are giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
There it is.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and the best thing about this thing that you guys are doing, Pilot Games, is that every time you play Pilot Games, your community wins, because every time you're playing, a little bit of the money that you are putting into the game is going to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities. They're doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And with this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a Willie
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts,
drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would.
When you're playing Pilot games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo from 12 to 1 every single day, and a little bit of Vikings Bingo on game days as well. But we're always accumulating points towards the Twiking Zone, which is always so much fun.
Absolutely, and let's jump right into it on the player side of things. In 10th place, we're already in the 100,000 point club because we got Kick It at Bleachers with 142,000. 166,000 points. With 166,000 points over in VFW North St. Paul, it's Joni sitting in 9th place. 8th place, it's Puts at Captain Black's Bar and Grill with 182,000 points. With 198,000 points at the VFW Spring Lake Park, Loser Dave sits in 7th.
Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back. It's going to be a huge week all week long in PGL. Let's kick it off right away with these player standings.
Oh yeah, and I'm expecting some shakeups to be happening in these standings this week. In 10th place, though, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points, in 9th place, we got Drumsky over at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in third place, it's Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in third with 1,565,000 points. Second place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number one player has stayed on top pretty much.
Possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, you know, the way these seasons usually go at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie, because in 6th place, we've got a...
Points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish, because we're giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
There it is.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and the best thing about this thing that you guys are doing, Pilot Games, is that every time you play Pilot Games, your community wins, because every time you're playing, a little bit of the money that you are putting into the game is going to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities that are doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And with this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post 167 Wilmar.
Oh yeah, the Austin F. Hanscom Post 167 serves the Wilmar community, area service members, and veterans. They are a veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in the community, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to their fellow service members and veterans.
Well, and if you want to support that American Legion Post 167 Wilmar, just go over to American Legion Wilmar. That's the best place to support it at. You can play some Pilot games, and it's going to go directly back to help that charity.
And one last time, when you play Pilot, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Good luck.
That's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience. Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo from 12 to 1 every single day, and a little bit of Vikings Bingo on game days as well. But we're always accumulating points towards the Twiking Zone, which is always so much fun.
Absolutely, and let's jump right into it on the player side of things. In 10th place, we're already in the 100,000 point club because we got Kick It at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points over in VFW North St. Paul, it's Joni sitting in 9th place. 8th place, it's Puts at Captain Black's Bar and Grill with 182,000 points. With 198,000 points at the VFW Spring Lake Park, Loser Dave sits in 7th place. Now we're going to jump out of that 100,000 point club and jump into the 200,000 point club because in 6th place it's the reigning champion Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points. With 224,000 points over at the American Legion Friendly, it's Scrub Eye in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 252,000 points. With 256,000 points. Watch your backside there, SNS. Nan's coming for you. In 3rd place, SNS is sitting there at Shortstop Tavern with 256. We'll see if SNS can catch the next player with 269,000 points over at American Legion Shakopee. Lucky Tim is in 2nd place. Lucky Tim's going to have to work hard, though, to catch our number 1 player because they're not in the 200,000 point club. They're in the 300,000 point club. It's not Lucky, our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota at the
restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in first place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing.
love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, you know, the way these seasons usually go, at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie because in 6th place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both have 22,000 points.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, the top 5, there isn't a single tie. So
that is true.
So that is a good thing.
That's right. You know, we have finished seasons with ties in this standings.
Yes.
That is true. So in 5th place, we jump into the 25,000 point club because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in 5th place. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. But what are they 1 away from? Well, they're 1 away from 3rd place with Wolfstein in it. It's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards' own Wolfstein with 31,000 points. Then with 33,000 points over at
your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities. They're doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post 167 Wilmar.
Oh yeah, the Austin F. Hanscom Post 167 serves the Wilmar community, area service members, and veterans. They are a veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in the community, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to their fellow service members and veterans.
Well, and if you want to support that American Legion Post 167 Wilmar, just go over to American Legion Wilmar. That's the best place to support it at. You can play some Pilot games, and it's going to go directly back to help that charity.
And one last time, when you play Pilot, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Good luck.
Hey guys, and we are getting into a little bit of what are we getting into right now? Lucky Sevens.
Oh, I didn't double check. We do this every time, literally every time.
Every single time we're getting into these.
It's a little cold here in the ice studios, and so
everything's rolling a little bit slower. We'll pull it up. We'll
get it together.
Yeah, we'll get that first one. I think it's usually Lucky Sevens, but we'll be seeing
Lucky Sevens. Nikki knew. She knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah, she was probably already way prepared ahead of time that we were going to be, what's the first game?
Yeah, she knew. She knew.
She sends it in pretty much every single week. So thank you, Nikki. Nikki is in the production room, keeping us on the straight and narrow. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV. Player Connect at pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, and the Twitch app. Our channel name is Mega Soda on both YouTube and on Twitch.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a great night here on a wild Wednesday. We've had a great day. Just on air an hour ago, we gave out 2 jackpots during the happy hour. Yeah, we had a Lucky 4 mini go out. And then we had a minor in the Jackpot Hunter Club.
Hey, not too bad right there. Yeah. But right now, we're trying to give out $150 to whoever takes home that first place spot. But we got in first place right now, Rocket. 6th place, Fast Eddie. 7th place, Brad TNT. 8th place, Leaky Bum. Well, sometimes I'd get that checked off.
Sometimes it happens. I mean,
have some more fiber in your diet. I heard that
you get a little older, and and then just something goes wrong. You're standing there.
And you get a leaky. Okay.
All right. Change the subject.
Let's change it before we become 7th graders on the broadcast. But we got a bunch of locations that just got a bunch of Pilot TVs sent to them. Mm-hmm. And those great locations include VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, and the 152 Club.
Yeah, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon, Blaine, Ditto's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon, Woodbury. Just to mention a few, along with Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye Servicemen's Club, and the Big Ten Tavern.
Yeah, you're probably Sleepy Eye Servicemen's Club already, as you are on your 3rd broadcast of the day.
That's right.
I did 4th if you're counting production.
If you count production, I did 3. Well, if you count production, I did right. Was I on air for all 3 yesterday?
Yesterday, I think I was on air for all 3.
You got 3. I was a production and then 2 on air, and then 3 today, or 4 if you count the production.
Yeah, you've been on a lot of broadcasts, so you've been here in the studio for a while. Yeah. But here, trying to give out even more jackpots than you already have. You gave out 2 in the Jackpot Hunter. Weren't able to get out the Vikings bingo jackpot, were you?
No, we did.
You
did? The Vikings jackpot too.
Oh, you did give that one out. You're just hot right now.
I'm hot. Ready to give out more great jackpots tonight.
Hey, well,
who's stopping us?
Seems
America?
like I'm on air with the right person.
That's right.
You are just you're hot giving out all those jackpots.
That's right. Might have been the right shirt. I put on the right shirt today.
Yeah, the red and black is really pulling the jackpots out.
Red and black. I was trying to do like the black and yellow, black and yellow.
but change it to red and black.
Yeah.
I thought you were almost there, but just missed it.
Well, maybe I should have done black and red.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that would have been better. But I don't even want to get close to those Steelers colors because we're playing those Steelers tomorrow night.
Yeah, we are, and we are super excited about it because it will be a Vikings game day tomorrow night. As right now, you guys are in a Wild Wednesday, one of the great PGL nights, but tomorrow is another great PGL night, finishing up that back-to-back-to-back PGL nights that we've been having. Yesterday was Megasota game night. We're in the middle of it right now in this Wild Wednesday, and then tomorrow, Vikings game day.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a super great one. You're wondering, where's Waldo? Well, Mrs. Waldo's in first place. That's where she's at, over at Scarta's in St. Paul. We'll see where that goes as we continue. But, yeah, we've got 19 jackpots for the rolling week, 394 for Season X. Just need 6 more. Well, if you count the 3 that have already gone out today, then that would get us to 397. If we can give out 3 more before the end of the day, then, yeah, we can get it done.
Yeah, I think that's very doable, especially when we get into those wipeout blackout games just in a little bit on this broadcast. We're definitely going to be trying to give out all 3 of those jackpots that are available. And that they've been building up for a while now. It's been a while since we gave out a wild wipeout blackout jackpot.
Yeah, it has been. I think, did we give out a line? We might have given out a line one.
Yeah, that might have been recent, but the coverall has definitely been building for
I don't think we've given out a large frame either.
No, that's been a while as well. So should be some really large jackpots already prepped and ready for you guys to win. But speaking of jackpots, we had a bunch of them go out yesterday, as we had a total of 6 jackpots go out yesterday.
Yeah.
We had Olson over at Gino's Bar and Grill take home $1,848. You got JYD over at Zorba's on Gull Lake taking home $747 just to get the day started off.
Yeah, then we had DLD over at American Legion Ashby winning $659. Then Frank over at Schiffler's Liquor winning $700. And then a real cool cat won something.
Oh, yeah, a real cool cat. Too hot to handle?
Yeah.
Yeah, too hot to handle. Was able to take home some jackpots. I was like, is there someone who's like Puss in Boots or something?
No. I'd done the joke twice today already with Too Cold to Hold, and then it was too hot to handle, you know. And I thought I better change it up a little bit for anybody that's been with us all day.
Oh yeah, so good job, Too Hot to Handle over at the Stone Hill Bar and Grill, taking home $1,050. But then the final jackpot of the day went out to 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, who took home $2,800.
Jimmy G, it's good that he's done a bar location over in Minnesota.
Yeah, for sure. Better than his career over there in San Fran, is he's going to get replaced in the next 2 years.
Right. Yeah. Well, there might be a quarterback position open here in Minnesota as well. So we don't know how long the Zimmer Cousins thing is going to go.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So is Mac Jones just another Baker Mayfield, whatever, that group of quarterback that you have?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You got Case Keenum in there.
Yeah, you got. But I know I'm slowly moving Gardner Minshew above that group.
Yeah, he's slowly getting pushed up, but just all those players that are at that level, is Mac Jones really just that level of a player?
I think, this is because there's not enough game film at the NFL level to say 100%. You know, all these quarterbacks